so don't blow the spark out. Ooh, it is hot. Well, I mean, the coil on plug has got some reasonable, it's got some pretty good spark power, but it doesn't have a ton. Huh? Oh, was it? Oh, that's funny. Oh yeah, I think we got a couple people on. What's happening, guys? What's up? What's up? How are y'all? West Virginia, what's up? So today, this will be a good video a little bit later on. We're on the dyno with Mike's ride, that Mopar, the LS motor. It's currently kicking our butt. What's up, guys? What's up? We're over here at the dyno, Josh's underground garage. It's Gary. Got Joey and everybody over here. What's up, guys? So we're at the dyno. This is at Josh's shop. Y'all go to his YouTube channel also. He posts a lot as well. He's got this pretty white Mustang up there, bloated up at had a 5.3 in aluminum block, broke a rod, and bloated up at Charlotte when we were there. Caught on fire in the back. But he's got a dyno, and so Mike has got his on here. It's currently kicking our butt, so you're changing the plugs now, going to tighten the spark plug gap up a little bit. We're struggling like freaking crazy. Air fuel ratio. Holly is smart, man. It's going to do exactly what you tell it to do. But the oxygen sensor in this thing is in that zoomy header over there. But we're getting some bad readings. It's reading that it is freaking lean. And so we keep pulling fuel out of it, though, and it's making more power. So we know we're going the right way. EGTs are looking pretty good. So yeah, it is not going to make 2,000 horsepower. This has only got like a little F1A on it. Yeah, we're actually racing today at Harold's. That's just a F1A. I don't even know the max power of that blower. Donald, what's up? Hey, Harold's today. Gates open tonight. They got a free entry 28x10 race. It is, I think, $1,000 purse, free entry. So that's where we're going to be going this afternoon. Is that thunder? What? Oh my God. Well, we might not be racing today. I thought today was not going to be rain. We're trying to go to Rico tomorrow. Rico is, oh yeah, we might be okay. There's Todd Wester. And we got lots of blue skies. There's some clouds over there. I think we're gonna be okay. California, appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, so we're gonna go to Harold's today is the plan. The gates open at like 6 o'clock tonight. Track goes hot at 7. And I think first round is gonna probably be 8 or 9 o'clock. Rico is the plan tomorrow also, as long as we can make that happen with the weather. So I don't know, we'll see. So let me show you what we're struggling with on Mike's. We just made, what did it make, 691? Yeah, 691 horsepower is what it just made, which is not a ton, but it was only at like 60-some hundred RPM. It's just a little 1 second blip. But this blue line up here is my air fuel ratio, and that thing is reading super lean. Target's like 3.8, but it's reading, you see what it's reading, 9.9, 9.7. And we took fuel out of it. The computer is trying to add fuel. I mean, that was just a little blip, 6,400. So, I mean, it didn't make a ton of power there. But if you look at the amount of fuel, it had 1,800 pounds of fuel. The brake-specific fuel consumption for methanol is generally 1.8 to 2 per horsepower. So if you do that basic math, if it made 700 at the rear wheel, and then you lose a little bit for the blower, I mean, we should have been pretty close on what our fuel was, because that was probably close to 800 or 900 at 2.0, but we don't have a lot of timing in it either. It's LS. So we're going to change the plugs, tighten the gap up a little bit. There's a possibility that it's blowing the spark out as well. The spark plug gap was at 28, so we're just tightening it down to 18, just so we make sure. It's just got the same coils that I have, the D585 coils. So, you know, they can't produce a ton of energy. They produce a decent amount, but not a ton. But hopefully we can get another pull here in just a minute and see what happens. Josh, what do you do over here? You work on people's cars?
I do not. It's just a massively overgrown hobby.
Massive hobby. It's got a dyno jet capable of going, you said what?
200 mile an hour is the limiting factor.
So as much horsepower as you can keep planted.
Yeah. Theoretically, horsepower and torque readings are limited on it. So I haven't even had anything make over 1,000. So maybe we'll break 1,000 today.
Oh, there you go. Well, maybe so. But that'll work good. And y'all go check out his YouTube channel, Underground Garage.
Yep.
So he's been doing it for a while. But yeah, his car, it was a 5.3. You see the little smoke damage back there. It had a rod exit, which it run good. You said, what? How fast did you say it went?
In the 8th, it run 560s at 121.
Damn.
And then I was at Street Car Takeover, and I wanted to go into 8s really bad. And I don't have any second time slip.
Right.
So I put the 562 up in it, and then I put 2 degrees in it.
Ooh.
And it went a 9.0 at 148, and it didn't come apart, I don't know, 75, 100 feet before the finish line. So we would have held together just another.
Just to keep you from getting that 8-second time slip.
9.0.
That's how it always works. Oh, this thing's trying to get me naked. He's got those little bars trying to pull my pants off. Uh-oh. But yeah, check this out. It caught on fire. Luckily, the gas tank didn't get all the way back here and burn that all to pieces. I mean, it did burn it all to pieces, but didn't catch the gas tank on fire.
All things considered, it worked out pretty good.
Yeah, could have been worse.
Could have been a lot worse.
How would?
My mouse fell off.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Wow, look at that. That is that's insane. This thing's fast for what it is, too. I mean, a stock 5.3.
Stock bottom end 5.3, 799 heads, and it was those 2 teeny tiny turbos right there, GT 2871.
God, that's fast, man. That run pretty good. Well, cool, man. So we'll get y'all a live pull on this one and see what it does. I took a little bit of fuel out of it. Had 1,800 there. I took quite a bit of fuel out, and I usually tune on this large table, but I decided to go to the little small table here just because it's a little easier to see what you're doing, and then it does all the math for you for all the individual cells. So that's where we were before. So we took 15% of fuel out of it. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, this is a 427 LS motor. Good block, good crank rods. It's got the monster Frankenstein heads on it. It's a F1 Pro Charged. We are also, I mean, he's sucking it through that little breather. We're going to take that off at some point because we know that's a restriction. We don't know how much of a restriction it is. But it is, yes, LS 427 with the F1A. So we know it's not going to make a ton of boost. He's got it pulleyed pretty much to the maximum speed the blower is able to go. And so it's going to make what it's going to make. What's the maximum speed on this? 74K is the maximum speed. And that's real easy to do the math. I mean, you just have to do the math with the blower pulleys and the actual engine RPM. And the setup on this thing is good. I mean, it's mostly a tube chassis car. This thing's pretty stout. Sounds wicked. Blowed all the stuff off the walls first time. Yeah, this thing is stout. So we're just making like little 1-second pulls right now, just so we can see. It's hard, man, when the O2 sensor is telling you, okay, guys, you're way too lean. Let's add 50-60% of fuel. And then, and we're like, oh no, you're wrong, Holly. The oxygen sensor's wrong. The coil dwell on this one since we have it just set up as a LS2, it's not adjustable. From the factory, it comes at 3.5 milliseconds. You can turn it up. I've got mine turned up to 5. That might be something we have to do at some point on this one, is change the ignition on it so that can happen. But dude, this is freaking awesome. I'm gonna set y'all down for 1 minute. Todd, hold that camera. You're live on YouTube.
All right.
Hey, what's that guy top paint?
What?
What's that guy that give you the paints?
That paint, Bruce.
Thank you. All right, y'all ready? All right, we're gonna make another pull real fast. Joey, do it the same way, just like that 1 second pull. So we're gonna stay locked. Partially covering my front mic so that I don't blow it out.
Oh, yeah, possible.
Dude, it's so loud. Look, everybody rolling. Earplugs. The gauge cluster come down.
God,
Oh my goodness.
7:30.
Okay, so we're going in the right direction.
Golly.
Hey, that was later. They killed my eyes in here.
Yeah, it's not quite as bad as it was a minute ago.
Further because the damn dash fell apart.
The
You helped with the one with that wing. That's
I
like,
did because the damn the switch panel fell out.
So we gained 40 horsepower there.
Yeah.
30, picked up 39 horsepower and whatever, 20 some odd, 25 foot-pounds.
All right, let's see what that data log looks like and pull the plug. And we ain't pull it. You see, it's less than a sec. It's like a second pull. I mean, it's just.
I'll put it.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very fast pull.
So yeah, he started right here at about 8/10, and so it ends at 1:45. So not even a second.
Yeah. So we'll pull the data log real fast. Did it scare you when it fell down?
I don't know. I mean, that's why it kept going. I guess it did.
That's funny. Hey, turn the ignition on.
he had wrong with that, man.
Yeah, that.
Because the first time you're like,
What's up, guys? Let's see if we can get a good data log here. I actually had closed loop turn way down that time. At only 5%, so we'll see if what it was actually doing. Still reading lean as crap. Hey, can we pull, as soon as the headers cool off, we need to pull a couple plugs. EGTs are getting better. I mean, when we first started, our EGTs were like 750, 800 degrees. So now our EGT numbers are up. You can see they're definitely coming up at the top, but man, the O2 reading has just got me all jacked up. I mean, the air fuel ratio never shows what we want it. So we're gonna pull a couple plugs and look at them. Luckily, having a chassis car is easy to get to the plugs. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Timing mark is probably 1/8 of an inch off the tip. Fueling is still, it's rich. It is rich. Now granted, that was just a little 1/2 second pull, 1 second pull. But you see the base ring is 100%, there's no cadmium gone off of the base ring. It's not even starting to change colors. I mean, I would think we were pretty close for our fuel that we wanted. But I mean, the plug is showing that it's still fat. Yeah, that's what we're pulling plugs off both sides. Pull one off out of the other side too. Plug looks fat still. Timing looks good on it. Honestly, timing looks like it's going to be where it needs to be. Look, we're at 16.5 degrees. That's the problem, I think, with the O2 sensor going in one cylinder is, you know, we could be having an issue there. At 6,000 RPM, I don't think we're getting any flyback. He's going to build a tube to connect all those so that it samples the whole side. I mean, the EGTs are freaking close. Did you see the EGTs?
I don't have to read EGT yet.
I just got it right there in that part. So they're all really close. And there's your numbers. So I mean, I think we just need to keep taking fuel out. You hungry?
Always.
Always hungry.
That's why if you look at my car, it's leaning a little bit. I'm in it.
Todd DeMatco, man. What kind of pizza is that?
Pepperoni.
I mean, from where? Where'd y'all order? 3 Olives? Oh yeah, they got good food. The O2 is on and reading, but it is, I mean,
Put them in there where I asked Danny Perry, and that's where he said that.
Yeah.
Really, you couldn't put it.
that's the only problem with the Zoomy. I mean, I just don't think we got an accurate. Either it's still misfiring from it's got too much fuel and reading lean, or either I don't know. I mean, that was, how much power did we say that was? 730. So it picked up 40 horsepower. Basically, all we're doing has been leaning it out. So what? Our first pull was what? 600 and...
The second pull was 691.
The first one was 630 something?
536.
536, 691, and then 730. So we're going the right way. I mean, we hadn't messed with timing any at all. We're just been playing with the fueling.
It's still
Runs out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just barely, I mean, those little... I think the timing is good. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we just scored our first down.
That is a clear timing mark right there, guys. It's going to keep progressing a little bit as you make the pull. But we got no heat on the ground strap. Okay. I just saw somebody said free air test. Let me close loop. It's warmed up. I mean, when it cranks it, free air test the O2, then spray carb cleaner rag around the O2. That's a good point. We have not done that.
Toward 2002.
Oh, is there? You got another one? Hey, how much boost does your did it say it made that time?
working on that.
Oh, okay. Boy, y'all are tearing up the pizza. Ah.
And see, that's why we got to try to make horsepower because it's too big.
I know, right? We all too lazy to go on diets and eat lettuce. All right, guys, we got 200 people on here. Everybody go hit the thumbs up. We got 51 likes. I hit it. Boop. Oh, I can't hit it. I don't have that option. That's kind of like liking your own Facebook post, ain't it? Can't do that. Oh, there you go. I appreciate it, guys. That shares it and makes people... apparently, YouTube algorithm likes it. I appreciate it, man. I'm just lounging in the chair now. You find the boost? Hey Todd, Chad Millard said you will never outrun him if you keep eating all that pizza.
Did you want to go to and clean it?
Let's take it out and see what it does for air. Did you hear that?
Hell, Chad Miller. You told me different pro charger. He ain't never outrun a dog.
Oh.
You got a short stubby be hanging up right there.
Yeah, it's like the oxygen sensor. It just never... Here, let me... It's feeling a little bit cooler. This is something very important to label your data logs. What do we say horsepower was? 730?
Todd, you might be right. Hell, he out there. I don't think that's the NTK. I think that's the bomb.
No, that's the NTK.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the right one?
Let me see. That is the NTK. No, I don't know. Yeah, that's the NTK, I'm pretty sure. Look up that part number.
I thought the NTK was big fat. And the Bosch was the real skinny one.
I think it's the opposite.
Oh.
He said that's the Bosch over there. I'm pretty sure that's the NTK. Yeah, there's a couple people said that's the NTK.
Oh, okay. I bet I got it there.
Why don't you focus on it?
Okay, the air, maybe we do have just an air fuel issue because it's just saying initializing. Unplug it and then plug it back up.
Unplug.
Just turn the ignition. Turn the ignition off. Turn the ignition off. Okay, now plug this back up and then turn the ignition back on. Maybe we got an O2 sensor problem. It was reading properly earlier when it was running. It was just banging. It was going between like 3.7 and 5.0.
On.
Okay, now it's heating. Okay, it's out.
Yeah.
Okay, it's reading 12.3 air fuel ratio. I mean, the air fuel, I mean, it's reading.
Shouldn't it take it clean though?
I have no idea. You got a can of brake clean, spray on a rag, and then put around it. That's what somebody suggested.
Let's try this.
I thought 17 point something was.
Is it doing anything?
Still reading 12.4.
No, it didn't move around at all.
No, it moved none. They said somebody said brake clean on a rag and wipe around it.
Unplug it first.
No, leave it plugged up.
Is that 12.3 on the rating?
Yeah, 12. That's what yours reads. 12.4 off.
Well, is that when it's off just
Yeah.
on the screen on the Holly screen?
Okay.
It always-
So that's what it reads. Just spray it on the rag and then just wipe around it. Here, just spray it. Just a little bit on the rag. There you go. I just kind of hold it over to. Yeah, I mean, it went down to 1.5 let off.
He's coming back.
I mean, the oxygen sensor is working. I have no idea. It appears to be working.
That buries it rich as soon as you put that brake clean back on.
Yeah. So the oxygen sensor is working. All right, yeah, put it back in, and let's
Let's just try to clean it. I can see what
oh, look, it turned back off. We got a wiring problem. Hold on. Look, take it back out. Something's the matter with the wiring. It just cut off. It just went back to initializing.
If you're a wire cut. Yeah, it ain't but 2 zip ties.
Yeah, there's something is either something is loose or. So now it's gone because it's still plugged in, ain't it?
Yeah.
All you were doing was screwing.
Screwing it back in the hole.
It must be twisting the wires or something. It's got to be in the connector or something down here. It might be up here, but I don't know. So now it's lost. It's completely lost the oxygen sensor completely. I feel like I'm tuning a freaking blow-through carburetor. Is that supposed to be unhooked? Looks like it. Go turn the ignition off. Pull that out again. Unplug it up here. Okay, hold on. Do you see any wires that are broken or anything?
No, but they got crimps in it. On the factory.
Okay, screw it in without twisting it. Screw it into the exhaust. No, yeah, no Holly. That's right. Somebody just said, "No Holly, Jesus, take the wheel today." That's fun. That's funny. That is actually, I mean, that's the truth, though. I mean, we depend on closed loop to do what it's supposed to do, but then when it's not doing what it's supposed to do, it's kind of nerve-wracking. And And like we were saying earlier, Holly is great because
It will do exactly what you tell it to do. It's also horrible because it will do exactly what you tell it to do.
that's exactly right.
All right, plug back in.
Yeah, plug it back in and click the ignition on. All right, put the ignition back on. It's methanol. It's on M1.
He's on.
Okay. Yeah, the O2, we can control in Holly when it actually goes into closed loop. Okay, so now it's heating again. Okay, so now it's working right now.
See if I wiggle these if we can get it quit.
It's still doing what it's supposed to do. Maybe just put like one zip tie on it.
I wonder if the heater circuit has like a timeout thing.
I don't know. I've never had it. I mean,
We can try it like that, leave it alone.
yeah, that's fine. Hey, Joey, you ready? Where's Joey? All right, we're gonna try and make another pool.
I tried to tie it down with an oxygen sensor. It's your fault.
That's what, you know what? That's what happened. He took the flap off and he put it back on, trying to figure out if it make go faster.
See?
And he didn't go back up. Now my
I put you with that shit on
dad go
that.
flap from.
Hold on a second.
Same little more or less. That's what I'm saying.
Do what?
Same little 6,000 or what?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't check that.
It's up here. Do your thing, huh?
Okay, I leaned it out just a little bit more. It turned off again. Crank the car up and see if the oxygen sensor comes on. Oh, hold on a second. Let me get on my earplugs.
Have I got it on here? Yeah, I do.
Is it saying initializing now? Somebody just said that it goes off. Do you see O2 at all?
I got initializing on the left side, and then I got 3.0 on the right side. I mean 30.0 on the right side.
It's reading what?
I got 30.0.
Huh. Maybe that's not. I don't know if that's scaled right or not. All right, hold on a second. All right, go ahead and crank it up. I took a little bit of fuel out of it, so crank it up. We're going to see if the oxygen sensor starts back working. All right, it's working. Is that better?
You got out of center.
Oh, it didn't go quite as high.
But it was making more power up until he got out of it. See, the one we just did was blue. So the red line, he was on his way to making more.
Okay. So at that same point, it was 100 and some horsepower higher.
Well, so it made 622
okay,
last time, and then 656. So about 35
Okay.
more. And then last time I forgot to hit the button to log the boost. But this time it made a little over 20 pounds of boost.
Okay, so that's what we're seeing with the Holly. Is the ignition still on? Is the ignition back on? D.
Hey, the turbo force power didn't take it.
Damn it!
Come on. Was this bent prior to us getting here? Or did we bend it?
Blowed a bunch of stuff off. The first one, oh dude, wait till y'all see the video of the first one. It blowed everything off the wall. It's freaking hilarious. I still, man, guys, I just don't know, man. It's just hard to. Man, it's reading lean is all get out. Super lean is what it's reading, but we're making more power. Hey, can we pull those plugs out again, the same ones? That pull was not even a second long. 19.3 pounds of boost. No, it's just from one pipe. That may be our whole issue, is that we're getting the reverb from that pipe. The exhaust, it comes out and then it sucks back in and out. So that may be what we're getting. I mean, at this point, we're just doing it the old school way, pulling the plugs and seeing what the plugs say until we can.
This is where our Dodge should have made headers for a Chevy to fit their car.
Oh, you're already getting so much Mopar hate, it ain't even funny. He knew that was coming, though.
I knew it was coming.
Now, if somebody would loan me their checkbook, we could have went a different way.
They would have had a Mopar. Man, the fueling guys, the timing is, you got two marks there. The one that's really close to the end, 1/4 inch. Then if you bend it around a little bit, you see the cadmium on that bend there is starting to go away too. So depending on who you talk to, that may be the timing mark right there on that second. So we hadn't, the fueling, maybe we just hadn't done long enough pull to actually burn the cadmium. It's just hard. Thank you. Hey Joey, look at that one. So and that may be it, Tom. We maybe just have a bad sensor. Very, very possible that we've just got a bad sensor on this thing. Or it's completely the problem with, not having all the tubes tied together. But yeah, this is fun, man. This thing, in the shop here is so freaking loud. It is, wow. It is freaking crazy how loud this thing is. There again, if y'all are close, if y'all are in Garner and just want to do some dyno time, I know there's a bunch of shops around here with dynos. But Josh over here at his shop, he's got just a dyno jet. It'll go supposedly, I think he said 200 mile per hour, and as much power as you can throw at it. It's got the brake and everything on it. Underground Racing is his YouTube channel, so y'all can get at him there and he can give y'all information. He doesn't actually do any tuning, but he will let you make the pulls, and you can pay him for dyno time and you tune it yourself. Or if you have a remote tuner that you want to get hooked up with, your remote tuner can do his thing and you're on the dyno. So there's lots of ways you can do it. So y'all go to Underground Racing on YouTube and follow his stuff too. Underground Garage, there you go. Dang, I said it wrong. Underground Garage. I said Underground Racing.
One out here, one in the cab, one in the back.
Yeah, this thing is sick. That's on radios. Y'all can see this thing. Is this I don't even know if it's a 4-link car or a ladder bar. But it is got some separation happening like crazy back here on the back. All right, guys. Well, we're going to jump off of here. We're going to probably try to make a couple more pulls. I'll have this video out. There'll be another video talking about some different stuff on it too. But it'll be out on Sunday, finishing the dyno stuff up on this one. And then we're going racing hopefully at Harold's this afternoon. The weather's kind of looking kind of bad back behind us, but I don't think that's in the way of the track. And then tomorrow, if the weather is good, we'll be at Rico Drag Strip. So we might get 2 days of racing this weekend, which is always awesome. All right, guys, we're going to jump off of here. Come see us. Later, guys.